Hello. Hello, everybody. Jason Akers with Green Akers Pest Control. I made it. I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. I'm here. I fell asleep on the couch because I'm an old man and I like to fall asleep on the couch in the afternoon, apparently every day. Went out to eat with the family tonight. Ate too much. Came home. Went to bed. Well, fell asleep on the couch. Told my wife, I said, you should have let me fall asleep on the couch. I got people expecting me to be on YouTube tonight, talk live and do all that good stuff. So here I am. I made it. I'm here. How are you, Jason? I am good. Oh, Kenju's always fast on the donations. He goes and gives $5 every single week. It's almost like he's just waiting to click the button. He just sits there and just refreshes the browser until I get on here live. And Joe, thank you too. Both Kenju and Joe donate $5 tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, I am still tired. I am tired. Is Alpine good? Yes, it is. I've never seen a live bed bug, but I've been getting bit since October and self-treat a little. I used Crossfire about a month ago and it seemed to slow down. So Crossfire will kill more than just bed bugs. Truthfully, it's not labeled for anything but bed bugs, but it absolutely will kill bugs that aren't bed bugs. I did a house one time in Northern Virginia that had bed bugs, and I was treating for bed bugs, but the guy had German cockroaches too. And after I was done treating for the bed bugs, German cockroaches died out just as much as the bed bugs did. So it's actually very effective on lots of bugs, not just bed bugs, but I can only recommend it for bed bugs because that's what the label says it's for. And why would you want to treat with something that, why would you want to treat for something that's so expensive, you know, with roaches if you could use something cheaper that's just as effective, if not better? So that's why I don't really recommend anything for roaches other than like Alpine, maybe some Advion gel bait. Vendetta is also a good gel bait to use. So Jason, I've been training as a tech and at my PC Pest Control, and I get my truck soon. I've been studying your videos and hyped to be a treater. Well, good. It's a good job. I like it. But to answer the question a little bit earlier, somebody actually asked if Alpine is good. Alpine WSG is the pesticide that I choose. I've never used PT Alpine, but Alpine is actually a very good pesticide. It is good for things like ants, cockroaches, lots of other bugs. Bed bugs too. Oh, excuse me. Not as effective on bed bugs as Crossfire though, but it will kill them if it's all you can get. It's cheaper than Crossfire by volume. So, I woke up today with an itchy red rash, and when it settled down, there were 3 tiny dots. I've never seen a live bug. There's lots of things that will bite you that will leave 3 little tiny dots that aren't bed bugs. Ants will do it. Fleas will do it. There are other bugs that will bite you. Spiders will do it. So if you haven't seen bed bugs, don't assume that's what it is. It may not be. It's very, very common for people to get bit by spiders in the middle of the night too. In fact, one of the very first brown recluse jobs I ever did, the guy was actually getting bit by brown recluses at night while he was asleep. Brown recluse are reclusive. They hide away, and a lot of times they are nocturnal, and they will hunt at night, and they will bite you in your sleep. So, just to add some nightmare fuel to the stream tonight. I bought a can of Crossfire spray. Will it work for my couch and chase? The cans are usually not very good. Mixing it yourself with a concentrate is better. After broadcasting for fleas, but to answer your question, it'll kill bed bugs. It just won't last as long as some other sprays will. But you can use it on your couch and your chase lounge. It'll work on them. But in fact, it might be all you need. But typically, when I do a bed bug job, I mix it myself, and I don't use aerosols. I'm not trying to ignore anybody that's saying hi either. It's just I jumped in and ever said I got all these questions that people have evidently been waiting up to ask me. So Candy, Teresa, Carlos, let's see, Of course, Carlos asked if Alpine was good. Everybody that said hi, 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 I'm not ignoring you. Ha ha ha. It just I jumped in and here we go. It's like a roller coaster from the beginning. After broadcasting for fleas, how long should I wait before going back into the home? A couple hours till it's dry. If your label says different, follow your label. But typically the label says not to re-enter until it's dry, which can be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours. It just depends on your your humidity level, heat level, stuff like that. Things that allow for pesticides to dry. The more humid it is in your home or in the area you live in, of course, the longer it will take for the chemical to dry. Which is why a lot of times painters will advise you not to paint if it's going to be humid out because it takes the paint forever to dry. And so with a pesticide, if it's raining or if it's humid out, it's going to take you longer. It's going to take the chemical longer to dry. So, and also if it's cooler, if you've got ceiling fans, you can turn those on to help speed up the drying process. No residual with PT Alpine. You do get residual with PT Alpine. It just doesn't last as long as the actual mix itself. But there is residual with PT Alpine. Andrew says, I'm 28, recently started my own pest control company in Oklahoma. I'm struggling really bad to get customers. Any tips? Yes. Google my business. Go on to Google, search Google my business, get yourself listed, get you a postcard out, and start listing yourself locally as a local business. And that's what helped the most for me. In fact, when I listed my business locally on Google My Business, within the week, I was actually within 24 to 48 hours, I had my first lead. It's very, very effective. It's what I use. 80 to 90% of the calls I get are from Google. I've been in business for myself for 7 years now. And so now that my name is out there, a lot of people know who I am. I'm getting a lot of referrals. But truthfully, in the first year of business, I had like 2, maybe 3 regular customers. Now I've got somewhere, in the upwards of over 300 people that I work for. So it takes time to build that. It's not going to happen overnight. And there are times where you're going to be, really, really strapped. You're not going to have any money. It's going to be very difficult, but you just stick with it. Most businesses take 2 to 3 years before they start actually making good income. And that's about how long it took me before I could stand alone on my own. And actually, I think it was 4 years. I think it was 4 years before I was able to look at my wife and say, hey, honey, we homeschool our children. I was like, hey, come home. Can you watch the kids and homeschool them? I will make up for what you don't make it work. So we worked together, the two of us, to form our company, and it took the two of us to get it working, to get it off of its feet, because she worked when I was building my routes and building my customer base. And if it wasn't for my wife, we wouldn't have been able to make ends meet, because she's the one that paid all the bills until I was able to get out there and get noticed by people. And door knocking neighborhoods, it doesn't hurt to do that. Get some flyers, get a Vistaprint or something, a Vistaprint account, and order yourself some free flyers and go out and put some stuff up, hit neighborhoods that would purchase pest control, and just hang flyers on doors. I did that. That helps. So don't be afraid. I find that when you do sales and you're trying to make, and this is going to sound funny, when you're trying to make a sale, don't care so much. People pick up on that. People don't like to purchase from someone who really needs it. And it sounds mean, but that's just how people are. And if you're trying to make a sale, don't worry. If you don't get the sale, there's another person. There's more people out there. Even if it's somebody who really could use your help and they need you, they don't always buy from you. Sometimes they want to buy from a competitor, and that's okay. Don't think so much about the competitive market. And I've actually referred people out to other exterminators when they felt that I was either too high or that I couldn't get to it right away. And people actually, so I'll tell you, let me give you a story. Let me give you an example. When I was sick with COVID, I had coronavirus. I had people calling me, and of course I couldn't come to their house. I was sick. And so I referred out work to my father's company, who he owns a pest control company, and other people too. And actually, one of the ladies that hired me, I'm actually supposed to go back to their house and check it for termites this month because she's been a customer for a year. She called me after I got over my sickness. She said, "Hey, I still want you to come out. I really appreciate it. We had your dad come out and do some work for us, but we really did appreciate your honesty in COVID, and we'd like you to come out." It's not so much about pushing the sale and trying to, high pressure sale. People hate high pressure salesmen. Don't be one of those people. So, how much do I charge for a bed bug treatment? It depends. So I do long distance bed bugs across the entire state of Virginia. Locally, I charge local rate. When I have to go long distance and I have to travel, 2, 3, 4 hours away, I have to charge for that. So it really is relative to how much work is involved, how far I have to drive. Let's see. Did you want to say hi to people, Charlie? Come on over here. You can say hi. I was telling a story. And I had to finish my story. But let's put you up here. Oh, you're wearing all your clothes tonight. Look at that. That thing is covering up your face. Let's see. Let's move that up here. There you go.
Yeah.
There.
I didn't. Oh, yeah. That's for you, too.
Yes. That's my next. That's Green Acres PC right above your head.
Yeah.
Yes. Except you're Charlie, right?
Mm.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You got to speak a little higher than that. You got to talk towards us. Here, talking to Mike.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody.
Here, let's get you on this side. Hold on.
Ow.
Let me stretch this around. There we go. Now the other words are in your face. Look at them words. They're covering up your face. Here, get up here. Sit on my desk. Oh, bump your mic. There we go. Now say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say, I'm Charlie.
That's right.
Tell everybody, how old are you?
4.
Wait, say, I'm 4 years old.
I'm 4 years old.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if you can answer a question for somebody, Charlie. Let's see. How much do you charge for bedbug treatment? Okay, so that one, I already answered that one. Jason, I'm seriously considering starting my own pest control company in Maryland. I'm trying to figure out the steps I need to take to get started. Is there any general advice that you can give me? What would you tell people that want to start their own bug company, killing bugs? What would you tell them?
I think the easiest choice is to just step on them.
Just step on them?
Yeah.
So Charlie says you need to learn to step on bugs.
That's truthfully not bad advice.
Sometimes when I'm in a house and a cockroach is running by, I step on it to kill it. So that's Charlie's advice. But truthfully, the same advice applies. Sales, get yourself listed on Google. Get all of your required, testing out of the way. Get all that done. It's not a bad idea to get out there and get an apprenticeship with somebody first and learn the ropes and see if it's something that you would want to do. That's probably the most important bit of advice I can give you. I know I really need to get door knocking. It just makes me so nervous. Oh, don't be nervous. It sucks, but just get out there and do it. In all the time that I've door knocked, I've only had like 1 or 2 people actually slam the door in my face. The main thing is, when you door knock a neighborhood, there are people that you're just going to bother them. You're getting in their way. You're irritating them. You're taking away from time they're trying to do something. And understand that that's what you're doing. People don't like that. People get irritated with that. And so that's why I like to do flyers and stuff. But the main thing about getting out there and door knocking neighborhoods is just introducing yourself as, you may not know me, but this is the business I work for. This is my company. And, would you like a free termite inspection? Would you like, give people stuff. Just give it away. Give away work. Don't rush to make a sale. Rush to help somebody. The whole point of being in business is to help other people. I know you're anti-heat, but you always anti-heat, even in combo with chemical. We sell a chemical plus heat, and I want to make sure it's actually good before I pitch it. So the problem with heat treatments is that the heat has no residual and the chemical does. So when you're doing a chemical treatment anyway, you're basically saying that the heat is not going to kill all the bugs, but chemical will kill all the bugs. And so really it's about the whole patience. You know, you teach people to be patient, that the chemical will kill them, and kill them with chemical. Because if the chemical kills them, if you're doing heat plus chemical, the reason that you do heat plus chemical is because the heat doesn't kill the bugs. Not all of them. You know, if you didn't do heat plus chemical, you wouldn't kill the bugs. The chemical is actually what's finishing the job for you, not the heat.
But can I just chime in real quick? Heat plus chemical. A lot of times with heat, they require to wrap the beds, which has a possibility of
Not always.
undermining your treatment.
Not always.
But if you are wrapping the beds in bed bug bags, we've gone behind those, and there have been live bed bugs even after a heat treatment.
Right.
So you have the possibility, if that's part of it, of putting mattress encasements on, of actually undermining the treatment that you're giving, making the bed bugs, guaranteeing that they're going to be there months later.
Right. Oh. Joe says that they don't need me anymore, that you give such good advice. I should just let you take over the show. Do you want to take over the show?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be Charlie's bedbug show?
Mm-hmm.
What do bedbugs look like, Charlie?
They're the small things.
Just small things?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this bedbug in there?
Yeah.
That's a bedbug. Do you see her right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's a girl bedbug. What's her name?
I don't know.
Amber. That bedbug's name is Amber. She's my pet. You know she's alive?
No.
Do you want to let her bite you?
No.
No, why?
Because I don't like bedbug bites.
You don't like bedbug bites. You can bite? You can touch it. I'll put her away. I'll put her away. I'll put her away. You know I let her bite me?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that crazy?
Does it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt me. It hurts some people. Some people in chat said it hurts them. If they get bit, it hurts. And it itches. You know how mosquito bites itch you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that.
You're going to have to itch it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does have to itch, but I didn't itch at all. I didn't even have a bug bite come up on my arm or nothing.
Yeah.
No bite. Let's see. How common is it to pick up or get bitten by bed bugs in a movie theater? It happens. I've done customers who have picked them up at movie theaters. It's not that common, but it does happen. Hey, this is for your information. I have a 14 by 17 mobile home. 14 by 75. Be careful with that now. That's my microphone. Here, let's do like that. There we go.
Yeah.
I have a 14 by 75 mobile home with a cathedral ceiling. It has a textured stuff throughout. Anyway, I sprayed the moldings, quarters, and such, but I had to spray the ceilings too. They were dropping from crawling across the moldings. Yes, they'll do that. Can I get rich being a bedbug killer? Can you get rich killing bedbugs?
Well, yeah, if you get a lot of money, yeah.
Okay. If you get a lot of money, yeah. But I don't know. There are some companies that make nothing but bedbug work, and they do pretty good for themselves. I don't make it part of my business. I mean, it's part of my business. It's not the main part of my business.
You have better luck with some of the things that other people are doing, like the bat work.
The thing is,
But it's high liability.
the thing with pest control, it's not about, and this is something I learned when I was young, when you make a living, it's not about the high dollar sales like bed bugs or termite work or even bat control and stuff like that. The thing is that, you know, who are some of, this is a question to ask everybody in the room tonight. What are some of the companies you can think of right off the top of your head, some of the richest corporations in the world? You've got your cable companies, you've got your phone company, you've got the medicine, you know, pharmaceutical companies, you've got, you know, and the way these companies make most of their money is to get people on a regular type service plan. So like you don't pay for cable by the year. You pay cable monthly. You pay your power bill monthly. You pay your phone bill monthly. You pay, and pesticides only last for about 30 to 45 days. I know the labels will claim 90-day residue, but truthfully, in the sunlight, out in the outside, they really don't last more than 30 days. And so if you want to provide somebody with the absolute best care as far as pest control goes, you put people on a monthly pest control plan. And that's the way that pest control companies make most of their money, is they put people on a regular pest control plan, whether it's monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. You go out there regularly, but that's the only way you're going to keep bugs out. As soon as the pesticides are no longer effective, the bugs get in. Right, Charlie?
Yeah, but the camera's on because it needs to see you. So
Yes, the camera's on so it can see you.
yeah, so the lights are up.
Yes, that's right. That's how the camera works. But that
Yeah.
has nothing to do with bugs.
Yeah, nothing to do with bugs.
Right, it's a camera. Right there, see?
Yeah,
That's my camera. See my finger?
yeah. It's right. It's Dad hasn't raised a lever. Oh. It hurts.
Let's see. Thoughts on Nuvan strips for bed bugs? They're not very effective, and they're very, very toxic to people, too. So I don't recommend them.
Dad.
Charlie is the best. She said Charlie is the best.
Dad.
What made you decide Charlie's name, Alicia?
I've never met a Charlie I didn't like. They've always been some of the most lovely, bubbly people I've ever met.
Is that what you are?
No.
Are you lovely and bubbly? Are you sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
See.
I'm sweet. Yeah, he says he's sweet.
Wait, Sam, come to mine.
No, that's an email I got. That's an email.
Oh.
No one came on mine.
That happens on my.
Does that happens to your mom too?
No, that happens on my computer.
Oh, on your computer. Okay.
Because if people do now, because if people get on, it comes online.
Yes. I treated my home with Alpine to prevent against bed bugs, and I came back home to 8 dead spiders. Yeah, it kills spiders. Alpine will kill. Were you pushing my microphone again? That is my microphone. That is my pop filter. Let me show you how this works. All right. You see this little circle? Mm-hmm. This circle goes in front of the microphone. So if I spit or I make a lot of loud noises, it tries to diffuse it a little bit and not make it so rough. So that needs to face me. And you need to talk into that when you talk. Not play with it with your head. You're rubbing your head on it like a cat.
I think it's a little too high.
Do you need me to push it up?
Yeah. That's.
It won't stay up though because it's heavy. And it doesn't want to stay up because the boom arm is not very strong. Yeah, how's that? Is that better? Now,
Yeah.
can everybody see you?
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody can see you. But your face is over there. You need to come over here.
Oh.
See? Now
Yeah.
people can see you.
I don't know why it's this right.
I recommend Crossfire for a vehicle. So someone did ask about Alpine in a vehicle earlier. I don't typically treat vehicles with Alpine. I usually use Crossfire specifically because the Crossfire label says right on it to treat anywhere bed bugs can be. And so that's what I use for treating automobiles. That's why I treat automobiles with Crossfire and not Alpine. I have used Alpine in my car for things like fleas. If I infest my car with fleas, like if I go do a flea job, I will treat my car with Alpine to kill fleas. So, and it's worked. It's worked really well.
I was doing a toy build stuff video, but it was raining, so I couldn't do it.
A Charlie build stuff video?
Yeah.
So Charlie likes to build things. He loves to watch a YouTube channel called Drew Builds Stuff. And he's a Canadian and he builds all kinds of cool stuff. He's a very, very talented individual. And Charlie loves to make stuff. This guy is the equivalent of like Bob Vila when I was a kid. So he loves to watch all these building shows. And so we have some stuff to do around the house, some things we need to build and fix for my wife. And so Charlie is going to do a little YouTube video of Charlie build stuff, and we are going to fix some stuff around the house. So when when we make a video, I will link it to you. If you're in my Discord, it's going to be on a different YouTube. We're going to make a different YouTube channel for Charlie. And me and Charlie are going to build stuff. So, for y'all to watch, if y'all want to watch that. Does Charlie like Legos and Minecraft?
Yeah.
What's your favorite, Legos or Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Minecraft?
Because I like to build.
You like to build.
Mm-hmm.
What do you build in Minecraft?
I like to build houses and make holes.
Yeah, and make holes?
Mm-hmm.
Creepers?
You can't make creepers.
No, but they can make holes.
Yeah. Only if you're... Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you're creative, they won't hurt you.
No, they won't hurt you. Yeah, you need to teach. So that's Paper since she plays video games like Minecraft. So you need to tell her, how do you win Minecraft? How do you win Minecraft?
To beat the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, beat the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, but if you do that, you have to get XP balls, but
You have to do what?
you have to collect its XP balls and it gets you all
Yeah,
XP.
you have to get its XP. It gives you a lot of XP balls.
Yeah.
Yes.
But these are your in creative.
It's easy if you're in creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can get everything that they need.
I think you're taking over my show. How quickly would a bedbug infestation take to where you've seen them during the day? Probably about 6 months. 3 to 6 months. And you'll start seeing them during the day. Bedbugs are not afraid of the daylight.
I think bees hate the dark.
Bees hate the dark.
Yeah.
Bees sleep at night. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
So they'll, like, yellow jackets go in the ground. And they don't stay, or in a wall or something. And they stay in their nest and they
Yeah.
don't come out.
But
Some bees fly at nighttime, like European hornets fly at nighttime. Did you know that?
no.
Yes,
but
they will come to your house at
bees
night.
If bees see light, they'll go in your house.
If bees see light, they will go in your house. They will. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You're
And
right.
they like white.
But see, he's asking a question about bed bugs, though. He says, how quickly would a bed bug infestation take to see where you see them during the day? Bed bugs will come out during the day to bite you. Let's say you work at nighttime when the sun is down, and that's when you work. But when you go home, you sleep during the day. The bed bugs will come out and bite you during the day. They do not care if it's light or dark. They will bite you whenever you're sedentary. The idea is that when you're still, if you're a person like me who's up late at night talking to YouTube, for example, the bed bugs will bite you later. They wait until a lot later to bite you. But the general consensus is that bed bugs typically bite between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. So, does Charlie have any tips on finding diamonds?
No.
No? How do you find diamonds in Minecraft?
You can't.
You can't find them?
You,
Well, how do I get diamonds when I play with you?
Wait. You can't trade or mine.
You mine them?
Yeah.
Or trade villagers for them?
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are emeralds, aren't they?
No, they're not emeralds.
They're not. Well, what color are they?
Emeralds. Wait, diamonds are blue, and emeralds are yellow.
Emeralds are green.
I mean green.
Yes.
It's a few things to do that to see which color it is because in Minecraft emeralds are greenness.
Okay. Who gives you emeralds?
Filters.
Villagers. That's right. A lot of people on Reddit say bed bugs are impossible to get rid of and they became resistant to crossfire. What's your opinion? My opinion is that is not true.
And I speak English, but I still learn Old English.
Okay, Charlie says he speaks English, but he wants to learn Old English. So he can speak Old English. So if I have hardwood floors, I shouldn't spray them like I would spraying a place for fleas. No.
No, you should spray your floors if there's bed bugs.
No, you don't spray the floors for bed bugs. That's bad advice.
If there's bed bugs, you need to spray.
You spray the edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, bed bugs hide in the edges near the baseboards. They don't They don't live on the floor.
Yeah, they also live in beds because they're called bed bugs.
Right. Oh, is it bedtime? I think it's supposed to be bedtime.
Yes, it's way past bedtime.
It's 10:15 o'clock. You're supposed to be in the bed, and you're sitting here talking to my audience, trying to answer questions for me. How did you get to stay up? How did you do this? How did you trick everybody to get to stay up?
Well,
He just didn't eat dinner, and then he complained when we got home that he was hungry.
no, I'm still hungry.
Do you want to go upstairs and eat?
I already did eat.
You already did eat. Did you brush your teeth?
But there's still more oatmeal in the
Oh, you ate some oatmeal. Oatmeal's really good.
But there's still more oatmeal in the pot.
All right. Well, you need to go brush your teeth and get some sleep. Tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say good night.
Good night.
Say, everybody say, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight. Let the bed bugs bite.
Yes. Okay. All right. Here.
Spray them with
Oh!
dew.
Yes, and he said stomp on them with your shoe.
I said spray.
Oh, my goodness. I think he's going to be a YouTuber when he gets older. Let's see. When I mix Crossfire, I filled a gallon water and poured the Crossfire. Does that make it ineffective? That will weaken it. I hadn't opened my bedroom closet for a while, and when I did, I found that there's a lot of dead bed bugs in there, and the clothes, etc., smell strongly of bug spray. I threw a lot away. Let's see. Charlie's so smart. Good night, Charlie. Good night, Charlie. Bye, Charlie. Bye, Charlie. Bye, Charlie. Bye, Charlie. All right. My question is, if a slumlord used a fogger or some cheap bedbug spray, could there be dangerous interaction? How long before I can use Crossfire? Usually I'd wait 2 to 4 weeks before you'd use a pesticide other than what you've already used. So the thing is, if somebody has used a fogger or a repellent or something like that, you want to give it at least 2 to 4 weeks before you use Crossfire, simply because they can have interactions. Not that it's a dangerous, mixing two, caustic chemicals together to make a like bleach and ammonia, how that can kill you. Not like that. What happens is when you spray Crossfire on top of a treated surface that's been treated with something that's, say, like a repellent pesticide that the bed bugs can see, the bed bugs won't crawl through the Crossfire and it won't kill them. Do American roaches come from city sewers? And if so, how can you stop them from... So American cockroaches specifically, they like to get into... they like hot, humid areas. They will come in through basements and sewer pipes and stuff, but typically they like boiler rooms. They like to get into really, really humid areas. I've only ever run into an American cockroach infestation once, and the American cockroach infestation that I had was a restaurant, and in the restaurant's basement, it was really, really hot, damp, and humid. It was really a gross basement, truthfully, but the ground wasn't even poured concrete. It was a gravel floor basement, and it was so humid. I don't know why it was humid, but it was in the middle of the city, and the roaches would come up into the restaurant from the basement. And so, and that was an American cockroach infestation. American cockroaches are not very common. Very, very rare to run into an actual American cockroach. Now, Oriental cockroaches are very, very popular in cities, and they do live in the sewers, and they will come up floor drains and stuff like that from the sewer all the time, to the point where people will actually call them water bugs, even though they're not a water bug. Any tips for Crossfire in a vehicle? Yes, I actually have videos on how to treat Crossfire vehicles with Crossfire. If you go to, let's see, YouTube. No, not Studio, that's the other one. YouTube.com/Green Acres PC. Alright, and you click this little button right here, and you search, and you go car. Just search car. Okay, and there you go. The very first one is bed bugs in your car, and then there's one that you can actually watch. It's how to treat a car for bed bugs in under a minute. It is, I put it up a year ago. It's you could start it and watch it, pause it, watch it and pause it, and learn how to treat a car that way as well. So yes, I do have videos on how to treat automobiles for bed bugs. So, if I mixed and sprayed Crossfire wrong, the weak version. Should I redo it? Is Semexa dust in my interceptors making my crossfire useless? Don't use Semexa. I need to do a video on why you should never use Semexa dust if you don't understand how to use dust. So I talk about diatomaceous earth a lot in my videos, and I talk about why it's dangerous to use it. Semexa is actually silica dust, and it's a carcinogen, and I don't recommend using things like that in your house ever, especially if you're not versed on how to use dusts in the proper manner, because you can really harm yourself using Semexa. I don't recommend people try to use it. Dusts take a finesse. They take a very they're very it's very difficult to use dust and use it right. You need experience to use a dust. Landlord next door in an empty apartment. That closet is right next to mine. I mean, it's possible. I don't think a bug bomb is going to permeate a wall. It's not a gas. It's a bug bomb, and so they won't actually. I mean, unless all of your ventilation is attached, you're not going to get a bug bomb spray from one apartment to another. It's completely safe to use it in a closed off apartment that happens to be in the same building as other people living, because it's not going to permeate through the walls. It's not going to come through the doors. It's not going to come through the windows. It's not going to hurt you. It's not a gas. A lot of people don't understand that the difference between a fog and a gas. A fog is actually water droplets that are just really tiny that float in the air, and they stay suspended in the air because they're small water droplets. They will eventually settle out of the air and land on tables and floors and bookshelves and places like that. A gas is so small, it's even smaller to the point it's on a micron level, that it can actually flow through the surface of a wall. So because it's atomically so much smaller than a water droplet, a gas can actually flow through surfaces and treat through areas. And so that's why when you'll notice, especially out in California, when people get problems with drywood termites, they will actually tent a house. Florida, they do the same thing down in Florida. They will put these big, huge tarps over the house that the gas cannot actually penetrate through, because when they gas the home itself, the gas actually comes out and through the wall, and without that tarp, it would go up into the atmosphere, and it wouldn't stay in the house and actually kill the bugs. So that's the difference between a fog and a gas. A fogger will not work in the same way as a gas. They're not designed to. It just, when the gas goes up, or the fog goes up into the air, it hits the walls, it hits the ceiling, it hits the ground, it hits the tables, it hits all these different surfaces, and it just becomes a wet, goopy mess. It doesn't actually after a fog has been done, you'll notice there'll be no residual. You won't have any liquids on any surfaces at all, because it actually permeates through the surfaces. See you later. Let's see. Kristen says roaches are a natural pest. They're going to be outside unless they're German roaches. And then they come from other people. Unless you live in a subtropic area like Florida, and then the German roaches can live outside. But here in Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Maryland, they're going to be inside only. They're German cockroaches. Maybe during the summer you might find them traveling between houses, but they prefer to live inside. Brown banded roaches are the same. They like to live inside. If your ventilation is actually connected between the two apartments, then yes, the fog can enter the ventilation system and come in. And yes, they should use a spray instead of a fogger. So let me tell you about a mistake that I commonly make. That is coffee. That is gone. That is in my belly coffee. So I come home, I'm tired because it's been a long day. All right, so I come home, I pass out on the couch. I tell my son, Rory, will you make me a cup of coffee? Now I've drank a cup of coffee. It's 10:30 at night. When it's time to get off my live stream, I'm going to be like, not going to be able to sleep. So, do you put a guarantee on any German roach job? No, I can't. All right, so a guarantee with pest control is it's something that you have to think with your brain when you guarantee bugs, when you guarantee a pest control service. All right, if you're going to guarantee something is not going to bother somebody after you've sprayed, like let's say you go in and you're treating for German cockroaches, which is your question, and there are eggs in the wall, and a German cockroach egg takes up to 28 days to hatch. Okay, so it can take as little as 16 days, but typically it's 28 days. You go in and you treat a house for German cockroaches, and then they get angry in 30 to 45 days when those eggs are hatching and they're seeing baby roaches all over the house. They're going to blame you, and they're going to say, hey, you have to guarantee this. You came and you sprayed. Okay, logic will tell you you're going to have to spray more than once to kill a German cockroach infestation. It is so rare to go in and do a German cockroach job and never have to come back. You're going to have to come back. So on guaranteeing German, and not only that, let's say you're doing a restaurant. Okay, restaurants are much more likely to get German cockroaches than probably any other location. Maybe somebody that deals in a lot of warehouse, packages in and out, and getting things from subtropical regions of the world, importing, boxes from, Jamaica, places where roaches actually live outside. Those places are more likely to have German cockroaches. But you have so many people coming into a restaurant every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people every single day patroning a restaurant, coming in to buy food. And, the likeliness that those people have roaches on their clothing, in their pocketbooks, is pretty high, actually. And for you to guarantee that restaurant will never have a cockroach is not even feasible. It's not even possible. I know there's a lot of companies out there that will give guarantees, and they will just send a technician over and over and over and over and over again, fixing a problem that they actually can't fix. It's going to continue to be a problem because they didn't properly educate their customer. They didn't explain to the customer that this is where the bugs come from. This is what happens. This is why it's a two-way street. It's not just what you need from me. It's what I need from you in order to be able to do my job correctly. And it's not really possible for a restaurant, for you to go into a restaurant and guarantee that they are never going to have another cockroach after you've sprayed. That's not, logic will tell you that's not even possible.
But are any other companies really even doing German cockroaches for a guarantee without a contract?
Oh, without a contract. Yeah.
No.
So let's say that's a good point. So there's a lot of guys out there, including myself, who go out, sell work, and don't require people to sign a contract. All right. So if you've got a customer and all right, so with German cockroaches, it's 3 to 6 months. That's just standard, practice for getting rid of a German cockroach infestation. So you go in and you're telling your customer, look, it's going to take 3 to 6 months to get rid of this problem. And you guarantee that within 3 to 6 months, you can get rid of the German roaches. And then outside of that, you still have an infestation. Well, that's one thing. But you need to have a contract. You need to have someone that is actually working with you. It's not just like, hey, you came out here one time and I still have bugs. So, if that makes any sense.
But I think a lot of the big companies, though, require a 1-year contract. And so, yeah, they're going to guarantee they can get rid of your cockroaches. They won't put you on a regular schedule. They'll come out and they'll spray your house whenever you call them out because they're getting bad. And then at the end of the year, because they've been on a you call us if you need us kind of schedule, you haven't really done anything except for maybe reduce the numbers and increase their immunity.
Well, let me give you an example of a guarantee that I do offer. Okay, so I have a customer. She lives, about 10 minutes away. She's not very far from my house, and she's a really good customer. She's been a customer for 3 years. We do mouse control for her. We treat around her pool to try to keep bugs out of her pool, like around the soil and stuff, to try to keep stuff out. And she gets ants and she gets clover mites really bad around her pool. She doesn't like them. They leave these little red stains all over the place. She just doesn't like them, the clover mites especially. And it's that season. It's time for those things to start coming out. They're an arachnid that comes out and crawls all over the surface, and people see them and they don't like them. So they still have to crawl out and crawl through the chemical. You know, the thing is the chemical is there. The pesticides are there. If the bugs crawl through the chemical, they will die. But they don't die instantly. They're not going to die right away. It takes time, especially after the chemical has dried. It's going to take them a while to die after they crawl through it. She called a couple days ago, and we went out, and we just treated the house for free. I didn't charge her anything. She also recommends me to people. She's a really good customer. She gives my name to her friends and her family. And even though she had this problem, we took care of it. You know, we guarantee that. We took care of it. We went out and we treated again. Sometimes people need a second or third treatment in order to get rid of certain bugs. Not all bugs, just certain types of bugs. I very rarely have to go out on a service call if I'm going to her house every month. You know, if I'm coming to your house every single month and I'm servicing your house every single month and you have a problem with ants, or you have a problem with spiders, or you have a certain specific problem that, you know, maybe I do need to go back and treat again. I'm a human. People make mistakes. People miss spots. It's very possible that when I came out to your house, I missed a spot. So let me come out and make it right. That I do. That's the kind of stuff that I do guarantee. But with certain types of bugs and certain types of problems, you just cannot guarantee, unless they're on a regular service and you're going to their house every single month, you can't really guarantee a lot of things, because bugs have eggs. Eggs hatch. You know, even spiders, you know, a lot of spider eggs can hatch within 30, 40, 90 days. And then you're guaranteeing something that's going to happen, and you know it's going to happen. You're going to have to go out there and treat for free. I don't guarantee fleas. I don't guarantee flea work. If somebody has a flea problem and they're not properly treating their pet, or they haven't gotten their yard treated, which is where the fleas are coming from, you know, that's not my fault. I can't help that you're not taking care of your responsibility. And I can't continue to treat your house for free because you didn't take care of your responsibility. You know, if you've got a cat or you've got a dog and you haven't gotten them to the vet and you haven't gotten them their flea treatments like they're supposed to have regularly to keep fleas out of your house, then that's not my fault. You know, and I can't guarantee something that you're not doing. Like I said,
you did a lawn treatment last year, you can't guarantee that they're not going to need another one the following year, because they've got deer that walk through their yard all the time.
Right. And if that's a good point. If you're treating, let's say you're treating someone's yard for ticks, and now ticks is something you could treat like once a season, once every spring or whatever when they're reproducing. And if I treat your yard this year and we kill your ticks, that's great. But next year you get ticks again in like April or May, you can't expect me to come out and treat your yard for free because deer brought more ticks in the yard. You have to pay to treat again. You know, so when you ask about a guarantee, how far do you stretch that? You know, how much of a guarantee are you offering people? Guarantee is a nice word. It's a good catch word that will get your foot in the door. But really, what are you guaranteeing? So, get off of that subject for a little while. A test I do to see if it's bed bugs or cockroach poop is to wet your finger and run. Sometimes you just have to just go like this and it's got. Yep, that's bed bugs. That's what you gotta do. Hey Rory,
yeah.
I got you a pet in World of Warcraft.
You did?
Little XT.
Okay, well I can't get on right now until you.
But it's a special thing, and it's only available now through Amazon Prime. And if you get it, it's on your account now.
Okay,
So I got it for you.
When you're done, I need
Yeah.
you to help me with
Okay.
this.
All right. So anyway, we play World of Warcraft. If it's not obvious from right there, that's the way it is. So anyway, hi Jason. I got home from work. Hello Jennifer Lego. How are you tonight? I don't see you very often anymore. We've grown so far apart. Do you not even care about my feelings? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I get on a tirade and I miss a whole lot of messages. Okay, so bed bugs don't live in the wall. All right, so I've said this a lot, where bed bugs will retreat into the wall. They don't live and stay in the wall. They actually live around you, and they might retreat into the wall to, say, lay eggs or something like that, but they'll come back out to bite you. I have found a carpet beetle larva, but I get skin reactions exactly like bed bugs. It's weird. That's normal with carpet beetles, actually. 3 bumps in a row can be carpet beetles. They can. They can also be fleas, fleas, spiders, ants. But yeah, you can absolutely get bites right in a row and it be carpet beetles. I've seen carpet beetle casings and carpet beetle larvae, but no bed bugs. It's probably carpet beetles. You probably have carpet beetles, Matthew. So, I was trying something. Let's see. Spiders will eat roaches. Oh, yeah, they will. You go in a house that's infested with cockroaches and also has spiders in the corners. Yeah. You'll look up. Spiders eat bed bugs too. I've found bed bugs in spider webs too. Yeah, especially up in the corners where you get the little cobwebs up in the corner. If someone hadn't dusted there recently, you'll find bed bugs in a cobweb too. Are bed bugs attracted to boiler rooms? No, they are not. They are attracted to people. They are not. American roaches are attracted to boiler rooms, but bed bugs are attracted to people. So, oh, I gotta sit weird. I sit like a child. I have sat like a child my whole life. I'm actually sitting, what do you call it, Indian style? Now they call it crisscross applesauce, but I can say Indian style because I'm Cherokee Indian, so I'm going to say Indian style because that's what I grew up saying. I want to know if there's any insects that eat bed bugs. Oh, but I mean, spiders are not insects. Spiders are arachnids, technically, but they eat bed bugs. So, spiders will eat bed bugs. Oh, I'm so sleepy all the time. I think I'm getting old. Am I old, Emma?
You're not old until you're 71.
Huh?
You're not old until you're 71.
Emma says I'm not old until I'm 71. You can say hi to everybody too. You know, Charlie came in and said hi to everybody. You just lean over right here, work right on this part, and say hello.
Hello.
You gotta talk towards us.
Hello.
That's Emma. This is my 10-year-old. My 10-year-old. This is 10 years. Jason, I had a weird job at work today. I never do. It was for post beetles. They make tiny holes in wood. Yes, they do. They do. Teeny, tiny little holes. I use Timbor for powder post beetles, or Boracare. Both of those are very good pesticides for bed bugs. See, now Emma won't sit on the desk right here because she's not little like Charlie. So you missed it, Jennifer. Charlie came and he took over the entire show for the whole first half hour and was answering people's questions about bugs and how to kill bugs and how to play Minecraft and all.
To learn old English.
And that he wants to learn Old English. He speaks English, but he wants to learn the language Old English, because you know, that's 4-year-olds. Have you ever used Tempo dust? No. I tell you the dusts I've used. I've used diatomaceous earth. I have. I've used Alpine D dust. I've used Dursban dust. I've never used A dust, if anybody's old enough to know what that is. I think that's it. I think that is it. But I've never used Tempo dust. I've used Demon wettable powder. That's a dust that you put in a tank. It's wettable. Happy to discover your page. I work at an airport and I'm glad to be able to learn more from you. Thanks. At my company, we use Tempo for bees. I use Alpine D dust for bees. Very, very, very effective. Alpine's better. Alpine works better. It's a neonicotinoid. Kills them dead. It's amazing, especially yellow jackets. It's absolutely fantastic. A lot of companies will have... So this is one of the problems that I've noticed. So let's look at tempo dust. Let's see. By the way, you should subscribe if you have not already. I'm running a new ad on my videos. I made an ad, and I wanted to get it on here so I can show it to you guys to see what you think about it, but I haven't uploaded just the ad by itself to YouTube, so... But, let's look up tempo dust. I thought it was deltamethrin. But... Let's see. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to yawn a lot. I'm still a little sleepy. All right. Tempo dust. That is really small. Cyfluthrin. Oh, it's cyfluthrin. Okay. That's the active ingredient. If you do this, then you do Control C and then Control V. That's not it. It should be. It's a pyrethroid. Oh shoot! I hate using pyrethroids for bees. It's a stomach. It says cyfluthrin attacks as a stomach poison, and through contact with an insect by attacking the nerves. Cyfluthrin causes constant muscle spasms. Eventually, the insect is paralyzed or starves. It is less toxic to people and mammals because they break it down faster than insects do. So it's a pretty safe pesticide. But so is alpine. Alpine dust is also very, very safe for humans and mammals. But the thing about synthetic pyrethroids and bees is if you use a synthetic pyrethroid with a bee, it because it's based in pyrethrins, which are natural pesticides which occur in the environment, a lot of times synthetic pyrethroids will make bees just very, very angry. And they will, they know, like if you dust a nest of yellow jackets with alpine bee dust, okay? They get mad because you dusted them, all right? And they fly all out everywhere. And you'll see the white bees flying out, and they're just going left and right, and they're flying all out of the ground, okay? But if you wait about 5 minutes, it doesn't take long, maybe 5 minutes, they act like nothing's been done at all. Then they're back and forth, right back in the hive. If you use a synthetic pyrethroid dust, like tempo dust or other types of synthetic pyrethroid dusts, they will get very aggravated, very agitated. They know that it's a pesticide. They know exactly what it is. And they will actually avoid it for longer periods of time. And they will try to find ways to get around it if they can. Dust is very effective on bees, though, because the reason dust works so well is because, well, let's see if I can explain it. I'm a visual learner, so let me explain this in a way that I know how to explain it. So if you've got a hole in the ground, all right, there's your hole. Let's pretend that that is a yellow jacket hole, all right? Your yellow jacket is going to fly. Let's see. Let's fix the size of my pen. I always have to do this. All right. So your yellow jacket. All right. So there's your yellow jacket. And he's got his little stinger there. He's like, ow. He's going to hurt you. Okay. Now he's flying in and out of that hole. Now you see what he's not coming in contact with? This. So if you spray. Okay. You might kill the bees that are in the air, that are flying around, that you happen to hit with the spray, okay? But when the spray dries, it is only going to be around this ring. It's not going to dry in the opening because the opening's airspace. So anywhere that's solid, its chemical's going to dry to. But if you've ever watched yellow jackets fly into a hole in the ground, they fly in the hole. They're like an airplane. They're like, and they don't actually hit the sides at all. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they'll hit the side and they'll crawl over it and they'll crawl in the hole. Most of the time they fly right in. So the reason you use a dust is because dust, when they get into this dust that's all loose, and billowy around this hole, and yeah, there'll be some down in the bottom and stuff too. These wings are creating air current, okay? Because they're batting these wings back and forth. So that bee is just constantly doing like this, and so the air is like blowing the dust. And so the dust is constantly permeating the air all around as the bees, and the bees are actually flying through the dust all the time. So that's why a lot of times when you go and you spray a hole with a pesticide, it only works for a very short amount of time. And the next 2-3 days later, you still have bees. The bee didn't actually kill the bees. It just treated the dirt. It didn't treat the bees, it treated the dirt. But when you have a bee fly in through dust, the dust will stick to that bee through static electricity, and then it crawls all the way into the hive, crawls amongst its friends and fellows, and does all this number, taking care of each other, and the dust transfers from this bee to this bee to this bee to this bee, and they all die. And typically, if you use a dust on bees, yellow jackets, hornets, wasps, the wasps, I just spray the nest, honestly. You just spray the paper nest, you're going to kill the wasp. But if it's in a hole in the ground, I use dust. Dust works the best because within a day, usually 24 hours, the most I've seen yellow jackets last is about 72 hours, and then the whole nest is dead from a dust. But if you spray them with like a wasp and hornet freeze or some other kind of liquid pesticide, you're not going to kill that nest. It's not going to be as effective. So that's why you use a dust. But tempo dust, I just feel like it raises, because it's a synthetic pyrethroid, it would raise the danger level of a technician. I have not been stung by a yellow jacket or a bald-faced hornet or a European hornet or even a honeybee. I have not been stung by a stinging insect in 7 years on the job. 7 years. When the very first year I started my company, I got stung by a bald-faced hornet. I haven't been stung since. And I kill lots of bees. In fact, I taught Rory. Rory hasn't been stung yet in a nest of yellow jackets. And he's been killing them for 2 years now because I taught him how to do it, how I do it. And he gets in there with them, and he's amazing. He's great. He knows how to kill them. He doesn't get stung. And we love bees. We love to kill yellow jackets. They are the most fun. So. I plugged your channel to my bedbug support group on Facebook. They endorse Crossfire and Semexa in there, plus mattress encasements. 2 out of 3 are bad. Well, the thing is if you do your research and you get online and you look on YouTube and you look on Google searches and stuff, a lot of people love to use Semexa. They like to use Semexa. They like to use lots of different pesticides. Like, Crossfire is a good choice. But, the old school way of doing bed bugs was mattress encasements. It was dusts like diatomaceous earth and stuff. This is just the way people have done it for a very long time. And that kind of sticks with people. People don't like to change. They don't like innovation. They just don't. They like to stick with what they know. The problem is the bed bugs develop resistances. They develop immunities. And truthfully, mattress encasements have never really been a solution for bed bugs. People know this. Companies know this. But they can get a lot of commission. They can get good sales off of mattress encasements. In fact, when I was in my my class, which I go to every 2 years in order to keep my license, it's the way I get recertified, the guy is sitting there and he right out says, don't tell them you're selling them a mattress encasement. Just tell them we also provide mattress encasements for free. And then they just tack it on to the price of the job. They come out and they install the mattress encasement. Because he's like, because we know that mattress encasements are effective. Well, mattress encasements have never really been truly a solution for bed bugs. They are a protectant for your investment. So if you are a hotel and you buy 100 mattresses and you put mattress encasements on all of your mattresses, because 100 mattresses are very, very expensive. You got 100 rooms, you have to put a mattress in every room. That's very, very, very expensive. So you wrap your mattresses with a mattress encasement, you stick it in the room. If the bed bugs get on the mattress encasement, no harm, no foul. Take the casement off, throw it in a wash it, put it back on before the end of the day. And you've protected your mattress. That's what a mattress encasement is for. A mattress encasement is not for the control of a bedbug issue. Okay? It will not kill a bedbug issue. Very mild infestations, maybe. And we're talking maybe 1 or 2 bedbugs. But in most every application I have ever seen a mattress encasement used, the bedbugs were alive and well inside the mattress encasement months after installed. The mattress encasement rips, the bedbugs get out, they start biting again, and you haven't really solved anybody's problem at all. So, it's not really... If you treat your mattress and you treat your box spring with crossfire, and then you cover your mattress and you cover your box spring with a mattress encasement, well, now how are the bed bugs going to crawl over a treated mattress and a treated box spring when they're covered and the bed bugs are coming from somewhere else in the room? You know, if they're coming from a baseboard, or they're coming from your bed frame, or they're coming from somewhere else, and they crawl out and they crawl across that mattress encasement, well, they could just laugh at you because they haven't come in contact with any of the crossfire you sprayed at all. They've avoided it. They've avoided it successfully. I get to you and they bite you. And they'll live on the outside of the mattress encasement. So, I don't recommend mattress encasements. And Semexa will kill bed bugs. It's effective on bed bugs, but it also is a carcinogen. It's silica dust. It's the packets, the little packets. All right? You buy a brand new pair of tennis shoes, and it's got that little silica packet in there in order to absorb moisture, to keep that shoe from rotting where it's sitting in a warehouse wherever. Okay? That stuff that's in the dry basement stuff that you use. You know, what is it called? Damprid? That's what's in Damprid. All right? It's a silica. It's designed to absorb liquid. It absorbs the water. Okay? That's how it kills bugs, is it causes microabrasions and absorbs the water out of the bug and kills the bug through dehydration. That's how Semexa works. But breathing in silica dust is a carcinogen. It's a proven carcinogen. It causes cancer. You know what doesn't cause cancer? Diatomaceous earth. All right? If you really want to go to the extent of using a dust in your house and you won't listen to any of my advice at all, don't use Semexa. Use diatomaceous earth. You know, and I don't think you should use DE at all, because DE can cause lung conditions. It can cause lots of respiratory issues. I don't recommend it, but it doesn't cause cancer. That's one thing it does not do. Diatomaceous earth is not a carcinogen. Semexa is a carcinogen. So don't use Semexa, especially if you're not experienced. If you're not a technician and you don't have experience with dust, you think you can do it, but you really can't. It's very difficult. I'll do a video on dust. You know what we ought to do? Let me run something by you, Alicia. Mm-hmm. So let's say I have Rory and Emma and me side by side, and each one of us use a duster the best way we know how. Emma has no experience using a duster. Just give her the duster and let her use it. And then give the duster to Rory, which he's got, several years of experience, and then I'll use a duster. And we'll see who can effectively use a dust. I think that would be a very good experiment. Wear a mask, of course. She wouldn't be exposed to a chemical or anything like that. But I think that would be a very good example to explain to you why it's so important to have someone that's experienced handling a duster. Because...
yeah, I would never hand a duster to someone willy-nilly.
No, because it gets everywhere and it makes a mess, and it's toxic stuff. You don't want to use it. You don't want to use it around yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, Charlie too. They said I should let Charlie dust it too. Put baby powder in it. No. Baby powder is too...
Baby powder has talc in it.
Well, not all baby powders.
Yes.
There are talc-free baby powders now.
If it's cornstarch, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe cornstarch. Yeah, we could use cornstarch. Cornstarch would work. Cornstarch is a lot like dust. It would work. But people are like, that sounds like an interesting video to me.
Yeah. You can also demonstrate how most people apply.
So one of the problems, someone actually, let's switch gears real quick. We'll talk about new vans. So this guy's talking about new van strips. What do I think of new van pest strips? Nuvan strips are Vapona. Okay? Vapona is a restricted use pesticide because it will kill you. It is a very, very toxic pesticide. It causes a toxic gas that can kill you. Nuvan strips are basically strips of some kind of weird plasticky, I don't know, rubbery type. I don't know what they're made of, honestly, but they're dipped in Vapona. They're soaked in Vapona. And they are absolutely toxic, and I never ever recommend using Nuvan strips. They create a toxic fume wherever they are. They, apartments, automobiles, houses have to be aired out before you can even go in them because they've got Vapona in them. So no, I would never ever use Nuvan strips. I have used Nuvan strips. I have used Nuvan strips before in abandoned, vacant property, never where people are, ever. And you stick stickers on the doors and you tell people, don't go in here and stuff like that, because when you sit a Nuvan strip in an area where it's in a closed space, it actually builds gas in that space and it creates a toxic environment for bugs and stuff to live in. And so you don't like people will use it in a garbage bag with their clothes and stuff because they're so terrified that the bed bugs will be in their clothes. Well, one, that won't work. That won't work because the clothes will actually create pockets of places where the gas won't penetrate and it's not effective. And so you're just going to make the areas of your clothes that can be exposed to the Vapona stink, like you said, like Sharpies or some weird chemical smell. And it's just not something that I would ever do. So I don't recommend Nuvan ever. But you should never use dusts in interceptors. You shouldn't really use a chemical in interceptors. So don't use interceptors. What's your opinion on Phantom for bedbugs? I've never used Phantom for bedbugs. I'll tell you what my opinion on Phantom is, though, as a whole on a pesticide. I have used Phantom for cockroaches. It's a really good chemical for cockroaches and ants. It kills them. But it also kills your B&G tank, your screens. It clogs them up horrible. It's awful. I hate it. I will not use it. In fact, if I told, hey, Rory,
Yeah?
I thought about buying some Phantom.
Some Phantom?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He said, oh, no.
Really?
Really? He hates it because it clogs the tank. Come in here, Rory.
I'm coming.
Here. Sit here. Sit here. Get on camera. Here's another one of my children. All right. So tell them why you don't like Phantom.
Well, because it clogs the B&G, like, every 5 minutes you use it.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, you're having to constantly clean the tip.
You're getting, like, these pieces like this big in your B&G tip.
And it doesn't matter how well you mix it. You can mix it so well and shake it up, and it looks like fluid. And you put in your B&G, and it turns into, like, nasty clumps of grossness. It doesn't. I hate that stuff. So, anyway, say hi.
Hi.
Say bye. And so now the only child of mine you have not seen is in bed. He's asleep. It's Finley, the baby. Phantom is not a bad pesticide. It's goopy and it clogs up your screens and it clogs the tip, and even if it comes past the screen, it'll clog a tip too. It's just I don't like Phantom. I don't like it because it's very difficult to use it. It's not a bad chemical. It's just very difficult to use it. But it clogs all the time. Like, all the time. It is horrible. Horrible for clogging. And you can't stop it. It doesn't matter how much you shake your tank while you're using it. It doesn't matter. It just clogs all the time. So, yeah, Rory, I mean, we bought 1 gallon of Phantom. We used it all. I haven't bought any more. I won't buy it again. But I did buy it. Can't say I'll never buy it again. If I have a really troublesome roach account and I can't kill the roaches any other way, I might buy a small pint of Phantom. But it's not something that I would keep on hand ever. It's gross, nasty stuff. I don't like it. Because it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow like other pesticides that work better. Alpine WSG actually works better than Phantom ever did for me. And it kills ants too. And it kills ants, it kills roaches. It does a really good job. So, now if it was an aerosol baby, because then you just throw the stupid can away. But anyway. So what's everybody's plan for the weekend? I didn't even get to ask. Usually I ask that first. Usually I get on, and I'm like, hey everybody, it's Jason. Happy Thursday. Are you looking forward to the weekend? What's everybody going to do? And I just jumped right into questions right away. I don't know if you have to, I don't use Polyzone, so I don't know. I don't know what the label says. I don't know every label. Suspend Polyzone? Or it's Suspend Polyzone, right? Does the label say you should? If the label said you should, you should. So, if you didn't, it might be because you get sick. I don't know. I don't know the label. I've never used a respirator for Polyzone skeeter applications, says Kristen. Somebody says they're going paintballing. Jennifer says, I picked up overtime. You know what, Jennifer? I like to work. I will work weekends. I love to work weekends. I don't mind working all the time. Oh, Suspend Polyzone is deltamethrin. It's just deltamethrin. See, they talk like that is such a great, amazing thing. It's just deltamethrin, man. That stuff's been out forever. It's been out forever. Let's see. So this is the label I'm looking at now. See, I like this. This is what I like to do. Suspend Polyzone. All right. We're out here in outdoor. For perimeter pests. Outdoor perimeter pests. Mosquitoes. All right. Treat with spray or mist around landscape plants, turf, ground cover, under decks, same place you treat everywhere else. Doesn't say that you have to wear a respirator. If you go up here and you look up your PPE, hazardous to humans and domestic animals, just standard stuff. Let's see. It doesn't really say anything about a respirator. I don't think it matters. So. Anyway. I don't think it matters. Like I said, Kristen says she don't wear a respirator when she doesn't. So. Do you use a normal B&G for treatment? I know a tech that uses a power sprayer, and it seems like overkill. Yeah, that is overkill. The B&G is all you need. Jason, thank you again for peace of mind. Your channel has helped. You know what kills mosquitoes? And this is bifenthrin. Bifenthrin kills mosquitoes. I'm not licensed for mosquito treatments. I can't do mosquitoes. Because apparently Virginia thought that in 2018 we needed to force our technicians to get a new type of license, so I don't do mosquitoes. Personally. I used to. Before 2018, I did mosquitoes all the time, but now that they require you to have a separate license just to do mosquitoes, I don't have it. I don't do it. But until I get I've studied it. I've studied the health book. But it's hard. I've had people tell me it's really hard to get that test passed, and I'm just not too worried about it. I have plenty of people that get me for all kinds of other bugs, and I don't really need... There's other people out here that I've recommended to do mosquito treatments. So, personally, I don't. But the thing that kills them really well is bifenthrin. Just good old-fashioned bifenthrin. Kills the hell out of mosquitoes. So... Yep. See, Kristen says our mosquito services require a separate license too, which I got, and I plan to use bifenthrin. Yeah, bifenthrin is good stuff. So, if you need me to approve something, Rory, I can do that for you. But you haven't asked. Just so you know. He's gone. What's he doing? Is he gonna make me something special?
He's making me some tea.
Oh, tea. Oh, by George, I love tea. I'm sorry, I'm a colonist. I believe it belongs in the Boston Harbor. Let's see. I was planning on continuing spraying my home, but had to send 2 bottles back. They were leaking inside the plastic protecting the bottle. Yeah, sometimes that happens, Terry. Kristen says, okay. I'm hard of hearing. Could you post in the chat room what kind of powder you use for bed bugs? Don't use powder for bed bugs. Don't use powder for bed bugs. Is there a time limit as to how long you can keep a new bottle? It's like 2, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. As long as you keep it on cool, dry space, as far as, you know, how long a chemical will last. I was actually just reading that on a label the other day, the storage. In fact, this one I'm reading right here, pesticide storage, mixes needed, store in the original container in a secured dried storage area. Avoid extremes in temperatures. Prevent cross-contamination with other pesticides and fertilizers. If the container is leaking and or material is spilled on the floor or paved surfaces, absorb sawdust. Commercially available absorbing material. You can also use cat litter. Sweep up removed chemical waste area for your disposal. Concentrate is stable at normal storage temperatures. So they don't even give, most labels won't even say, you know, it lasts this long. Some will say 2 to 4 years, but typically it's, you know, it lasts for a really long time. There are people I know of right now with bottles of chloridane in their basement that's been outlawed since 1989 that absolutely is still effective and kills bugs. 1989. This is 2023, and the chemical will still kill bugs. So, you know, chemicals will stay, you know, as long as they haven't been mixed with water or anything that would actually cause the chemical to degrade, they will last a very long time. So, they have very long shelf life. Opinion on Nygaard. It's great stuff. It's good. It's good. Would buy again. I buy it all the time. It's good stuff. Is there... I'll tell you the problem I have with Nygaard. It's a major problem I have with Nygaard. It's these stupid little bottles. Let me show you what Nygaard is. Okay? This is something I hate. I really hate it. Nygaard. Nygaard. Alright? You see this little dumb bottle? This little dumb bottle. Okay? It's an MGK product. It is a fantastic chemical. Okay? It is fantastic. I love Nygaard. It is a IGR. Works really good on fleas and roaches. It's a really good chemical. But these stupid little bottles will leak all the time. They are absolutely horrible. And it has nothing to do with the chemical. It's the bottle. The bottle is awful. It is awful. I have never had a bottle of pesticide leak like this stuff does. This stuff leaks. It leaks. And it contaminates other chemicals. It's awful. I hate it. I hate the bottle. I bought one bottle since I've been in business. I love it. It works fantastic. It's really good stuff. But it leaks. You have to keep it. You have to keep it stored. So I have a toolbox. All right. It's a lockable toolbox that I use to keep my concentrates in the back of my vehicle. Okay. The problem is that if you don't keep this stuff right straight up and down, and it accidentally tilts or twists a certain way, it doesn't even have to just turn over. It just has to tilt a little bit to where that little bit of fluid right there touches the lid. It will leak out and down the side, and it is nasty stuff. And so, personally, that if they could get a bottle that would seal better when it's sealed, it needs to seal up. If it would seal better, I would buy it today, right now. If they said, hey, Jason, if I got contacted from MGK and they said, Jason, guess what? We have changed the design of this bottle and now it won't leak anymore. We guarantee you it won't leak. I would buy 100 of them. I love this chemical. This is a very good chemical. But the bottle sucks and it's expensive. It is an expensive chemical to have just spill out, you know. Let me show you. Let me show you the price of Nyguard, IGR. All right? One bottle. This little bitty bottle right here. It's 140 milliliters. It is a little thing. $57. That flipping stuff's expensive, man. That is expensive. And these bottles leak too. Not just the little one, the big one leaks too. And that's $170. Just to have it spill out and never get to use it? Because you got 1 or 2 flea jobs that you had to use it on? Nah, I wouldn't buy it. Because the bottles, it's the design of the bottles themselves. That's the problem. So there, now you got me talking about something, and there you go. I hate those damn bottles. See you later. Sizzlack. Matthew, don't lay down on any customers' beds or couches. That's true. Well, you know, Kristen does a lot of bedbug jobs. She's like the bedbug lady. All right, she's the one person I can call the bedbug lady. So, Kristen, how many houses have you taken bedbugs home from? As many bedbug jobs as you do, because you do a lot of bedbug work. I've only done it once in 24 years. I've only brought bedbugs home once. And it's not very often I do that. I usually wear booties and stuff too in people's houses and everything. So. Oh, it doesn't, Jennifer. It doesn't improve. They know they've got a really good chemical. They know it's good. They have not improved their packaging in a long, ever. Demise was the same way. Demise leaks real bad too, but they stopped manufacturing Demise. You can't buy that anymore. Yeah, see, Kristen's never taken bedbugs home with her either. So. Is Harris bedbug spray the same as Crossfire? I used it recently. It seems to have a complete kill within 3 weeks. I mean, I don't know. There are some Harris products that are the same as Crossfire. So, there's one that is. I'll show you. If you go to my Amazon store, which is in the link, it's in the description. All of this stuff is in the description below. So, if you go to my Amazon store and you click bedbug supplies, and there's the Harris product that's the same as Crossfire right there. That's actually Crossfire. It's pre-mixed, but it is the same active ingredient as Crossfire. And this is a 5-minute kill. It kills bedbugs in 5 minutes. It helps kill resistant bedbug strains to pyrethroids specifically. So, yes, it's expensive. It's an $80 jug, but it's a whole entire gallon pre-mixed for you in a little sprayer. So, so there you go. That's the Harris product. I'll tell you what I do for fleas. Kristen says she uses Tyvek suits for fleas. I don't use Tyvek for anything except maybe a crawl space every now and then. But I use... So the way that I keep fleas from coming home on me, and it has worked. It has worked for the past 3 years. I haven't brought fleas home in forever, have I, Alicia?
No, you have not.
And you know what I do? I spray my socks and my pants with DEET. I spray my clothes with OFF. And the fleas don't come home on me anymore. They don't come. Rory does the same thing, and they don't come home with him either. And that's much more comfortable than wearing Tyvek. So, Good Girl says, hey, you've helped me so much. Bedbug free 5 months. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. Oh, did you post stuff on Discord? Let me look at Discord. Let me see Discord. Y'all guys need to join my Discord too. So let me show y'all some stuff. All right, if you go to my YouTube channel, all right, my YouTube channel, you should subscribe. And if you want to like promote me or anything, not promote, but help me out in any way, you can donate. These are my donate buttons up here, and you can also join the channel and become a member. All right, I actually have two videos right now from members of my channel that are available. Now, they'll come available eventually for everyone, but right now they're live for people on my Discord. Not Discord. Members of my YouTube that have joined. Actually click the join button right here. And so let me show you what that looks like. So if you go to videos, these are the videos you can see right now. This is the most recent video. It was up 2 days ago. It's about bed bugs in your furniture. If you should throw your furniture away, that's what that video is about. But if you go to the community section, there's a members post here. Now this says it's members only. If you click this video link and you're not a member, okay? See, I'm not a member. I'm not a member. So I can't watch the video until it becomes available to see it. But this is my sprayer. This is actually episode 2. So I have episode 1 and episode 2 for members only. And episode 1 will become available Tuesday next week. And episode 2 will come available Tuesday the following week, because all of my videos are released on Tuesdays. So if I get a video done early, I put it up as soon as it's ready. And members have access to it as soon as I put it on my channel. Right away for people to watch it. So I don't have very many members, but that's what that's for. But let me show you, if you want to join the Discord, like if you want to actually join my Discord channel and you're wondering where the link is, this is my live stream. This is what you're watching right now. A video done. See? There it is right there. That's me. All right? You can click this show more right now. If you're watching the video, click show more underneath the video and scroll down, and here is my Amazon store link. Okay? Amazon store, up-to-date pesticides we use here. Click that link. That will take you to my Amazon page. And that's where you can find the Amazon page, okay? If you want to see Discord, there's a Discord link right here. See? Discord. Right there. Click that. And that will take you to Discord. Green Acres Discord. All right? You could continue to Discord, whatever. I've got Discord open right now. So, if you want to join the Discord, let me explain to you what Discord is. So, Discord is right here. This is my Discord channel. This has got general, bed bugs, cockroaches, spider. See, there's cockroaches. See, there's Kristen right there. Kristen HL. That's Kristen, the same Kristen that's in chat. She posts pictures of roaches. See, I told you, she's in pest control. See, she does bugs and stuff. That's what she does. She always pictures of bugs to scare people. And then she's got, I was working on a course. I'm actually working on a new course for cockroaches. That has been a while ago. I still haven't finished that one yet. I'm working on it. It's taking me forever. But if you go to the bedbug channel, you've got, this one here. Here's the bedbug she posted. This is a headboard. Let's show you the headboard she got. See these headboards like this? See? These fancy. Like somebody just went nuts with the bedazzler. Made a really nice fancy headboard. Well, she posted these pictures where she found bedbugs living on these buttons. See? That's a bedbug right there. Living on the buttons. They done pooped all around it. Nasty bugs messing up that pretty bedazzled headboard. So that's, and if you have questions, we're here. There I am. There's Jason, Green Acres. There's me. There's Kristen. There's people here that can help you. So if you need help and you don't want to wait for a live stream, then jump on Discord. We're always on Discord. So anyway, sorry, Kristen. I used you to plug my Discord, but she chats in there more than I do. Honestly, a lot of times I will see a question and Kristen will get to it before I will, and I'll just say, all right, well, I don't need to say nothing because she already said the right thing. So I just let her talk. It's great. She woman-splains everything to everybody. She just woman-splains it. Because I just sit there and watch. I see everything. I see it all. I see it all. I see you. I see you all. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I've been on here for an hour and a half, and I'm tired. Anybody have any questions at all? Anybody? Anybody? No calls tonight, and it's been open all night. Nobody calls. It's not a night for calls. How would you handle bed bugs if you have a baby? Same as if it's same. You treat the baby's bed the same way. You can treat a baby's bed with crossfire. It won't hurt the baby. Everyone is chill on Discord. If people get on Discord and they're not chill, I kick them. I block them. I ban them. And I have had to ban a few. But most people on Discord are very cordial and very nice. And we might have disagreements sometimes, like about, veganism. Me and Kristen did get into a little bit about being vegan. But it had nothing to do with bugs. When it comes to bugs, we are serious business. And everybody knows it's completely safe. Everybody can talk about their bug problem. Anybody make fun of you, I kick them. They're not allowed to be making fun of people. So, and I share a lot of my stupid videos from TikTok there too that are stupid, just dumb. So, if y'all want to see, because I can't share them on YouTube. If I share them on YouTube, YouTube says, "Hey, that's copyrighted content. You can't show that on YouTube." Blah blah blah. And so I don't get to. I don't get to have as much fun with YouTube as I do with TikTok. Because honestly, I grew up in a time where music was better than it is today. And I like to use a lot of the old music and stuff in my videos. And, I mean, these are good songs. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad music. But that's, like, safe for copyright. I'm not going to get in trouble if I play that music. Or if I play... that's my poop music. If I gotta get up and pee or something, I play that music. And that's nice music and all. That's fine. But it's just, on my TikTok videos, I like to play some, I don't know, Stone Temple Pilots or, different music. So, I hate bed bugs, but enjoy the show every week. Well, thank you very much, Dawn. I'm glad that you come and hang out. I am tempted to request the vegan pizza recipe. I might try it, not to convert, but just to try something different. It's delicious. My wife makes good food, though. She's a really good cook. But the thing is my mom died. She was 53 years old. It was 9 years ago. And she had a lot of problems with diabetes. And I was diabetic when I was 31 years old. And now I'm 41 and I'm not diabetic anymore. So it's just not good for me to eat a lot of fatty foods. And so I don't eat meat. I don't eat butter. I don't eat, milk or dairy. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat a lot of things with cholesterol and stuff in them because it's just not good for me. And I can't handle it. There are some people. There's this one lady that's 106 years old. She smokes a pack of cigarettes every day. She eats whatever she wants. She's in perfect health. She's got, she's fine. But not me. I can't handle it. And that's the only reason. I'm not vegan because, I'm worried about saving the world or anything like that. That's not the point. The point is I'm vegan because I'd die if I wasn't. And then I wouldn't be able to hang out here with you guys and give you some cool information about bed bugs. So that's the only reason I'm vegan. And it helps me. That's the thing is I noticed immediately right away as soon as I went oil-free, plant-based, I've made just amazing leaps and bounds in my health. I lost a lot of weight. And I don't have high. I mean, I do have high triglycerides because I eat a lot of sugar, but that's it. That's it. That's pretty good. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I'm not diabetic. I'm not any of that at all. That's gone. And I'm 41, so if I can live 12 more years, 13 more years, I beat my mom. And I want to be able to walk my daughter down the aisle. I want to be able to hold my grandkids. I want to be able to hold my great grandkids. I know I'm going to have them because, with the family I got a big family. My kids are going to have big families too. And so I want all my grandbabies, all my great-grandbabies. I want to hold great-great-grandbabies if I can, if I get to live that long. So that's all. That's all. Y'all have a really good night. I really appreciate everybody that comes and hangs out with me and donates and hangs out and chats and just it's fun. This is like the highlight of my week. My wife will tell you I like chatting. I always get all pumped up from my live streams. I have such a good time with everybody. So, but I mean it. Y'all join the Discord, hang out with us there, chat with us. We got a good community of over 100 people now in Discord, and so y'all have a real great night. I appreciate it, and subscribe, like, share me around all your friends and family and stuff, and tell them, hey, you got bugs, talk to this guy. He knows his shit. Excuse my language. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate it. Let's play some music.